I asked Jimmy Carville to come on tonight for a couple of reasons. He was a good friend of Rob Reiner, but also because I want his perspective on all of this hate and violence and what can be done about it. So James Carville joins me now. Jimmy, I'm sorry for the loss of your friend. I had met Rob on many occasions. I'd met his wife. I interviewed him. He was always passionate. He was often very frustrated with politics, but I always found him to be decent, even though he often disagreed with where I was coming from. Tell us about the man you knew and what this means to you.
Well, I mean, Mary and I had dinner with he and Michelle in March of last year, but his cultural impact is just staggering. I mean, you can't imagine All in the Family, A Few Good Men, Princess Brides, When Harry Met Sally. In fact, it's so staggering that Ted Cruz supposedly knows every line from Princess Brides. Okay, that's how deep that Rob's cultural tentacles ran into our culture. I'll talk a little bit about his wife, Michelle, who was a great photographer. I mean, Michelle was an unbelievable talent in her own right. And one time we were doing a Zoom fundraising call, and of course, I don't know anything about lighting. She said, "James, stop. You got to move the light around." It was four of us on the phone call, but she made me go rearrange the lighting on me. But it's just, so many of my friends out there, and the guy I really want to give a shout out to is Billy Crystal, who got to be an unbelievable pain, who was Rob's best friend, who lost his house in the fire, and what a great human being that, Billy, I hate what you're having to go through right now. All of Rob's friends, all of them, Lynn Lear, this is just a terrible thing, and Michelle too. Chris, no family that is not touched by addiction or mental health. That touches every family in America, and we ought to remember that over the holidays.
Yeah, and how we're not doing the right thing about it, and how we dismiss it as behavior and we punish it, and it's just so terrible when there's somebody who meant so much to so many, and they're lost this way. And who knows what winds up happening with their kid now with his parents gone. Really painful stuff, and you make the right points. When you look around, I don't fault people in the Democratic Party for being outraged and for being angry about everything that's happening. No more than I blame the people when I first started covering MAGA back in 2015. The problem we have, Jimmy, is it's really all they're being offered right now. Strength has been completely consumed by outrage. If you're not outraged, you're not trying. You're not a leader. And that's what I see. I see it in the reaction to everything that happens, that people turn it up a notch even after this. Even when I heard about the FBI busting some crazy group that wanted to, do all these attacks. Oh, yeah, well, what about the white nationalists? Like immediately, it was, let's up the ante of outrage because they're worse. They're worse than anything that's happening on this side. Where does it take us?
I don't know. You cannot underestimate the effect that January the 6th had on this culture of violence. And you can't underestimate the fact that Trump pardoned them all and said that they did nothing wrong. That was an assault on the country, and we got to say that. Of course, violence anywhere is an affront to anyone. However, it is just a fact that most of the political violence in this country, not all of it for sure, I think it's 63%, because I looked at a study right before I came over here, is by the right. So we should be very vigilant, but we also have to, you're a big believer in call them like you see them. That's a fact. And the effect and the pardons of January the 6th, I think, gave people a green light for violence. I really do. And I hope we can turn that around.
I mean, look, there's no question that people are looking for any excuse they have. And it's not a hard case to make that the president is a provocateur. That's easy. And January 6th, I think, is a stain that the Republicans are going to be dealing with for a long time, long after Trump. Look, here's what's true, right? White nationalism, homegrown domestic terror is the biggest national security threat that we have going here. There's no question about it. Recently, we have seen an increase in political violence on the left. It doesn't change the overall statistics. It just changes the intensity. What I'm saying is, I don't see anybody giving us anything else. I think it's all leading us this way. When I look at social media now, everybody, like, I don't exchange points with James Carville. I call you some insult. I say something about how you're stupid, and then I blame you for something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't beat you on a point. I just beat you down.
Well, first of all, this guy in Australia, whatever the specimen was, he's certainly not a Democrat. He was not a Democrat, nor was he a liberal. He was, I'm almost positive he was a religious fanatic or fundamentalist. And
Yeah,
so
they're extreme Islamists.
Yeah, you know, look, my family.
They want to kill all of us.
And the Carvilles are going to gather on Christmas Vigil, about 65 of us, and the fastest growing demographic in our family are Jews. My grandson is going to go to synagogue with his dad. How do I know? Why do I worry that some maniacs are coming in and shoot the whole place up? You darn tootin' I do. I mean, who wouldn't be? If you look at this, you would be concerned. And this solution is only going to come within Islam or within Muslims. They need to definitively speak out. And man, you live in New York City, and I go up there a lot. That's some of the hardest working, most honest people I've ever dealt with in my life. A part of the Muslim community. Even here in New Orleans, we have, you know, significant number in everyday life that vary. And you know, it's always the few that demean the many, but this solution is not going to come from Chris Cuomo or James Carville. It's going to have to come within, where these people are shunned for this kind of behavior.
There's no solution is coming from me, brother. I'm overwhelmed by the problems, Jimmy. I'm just trying to get up every day and try to keep believing. You know, I see this job as an act of faith in the future, but I got to tell you, it is getting hard, brother. Seeing what's getting rewarded and how the temperature is getting turned up. It's just, look at that guy in that New York restaurant. I mean, people are going to get hurt, brother. People are going to get hurt. Thank you for being part of it.
Thank you.
I know. People are going to keep getting hurt. I wish you the best over the holidays. I will be calling you for sure. Take care. 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, brother. Enjoy the holy days. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.